Hey, cousin. I know. Let me quit playing. What's cracking, y'all? What's cracking? It's your favorite cousin, Ken. For those of you who do not know me, I am Marie Moses. But everybody calls me your favorite cousin, Ken. I know y'all like, is it Ken? Is it Marie Moses? Which one is it? Both of them. Both of them. It's always going to be your favorite cousin, Ken. Okay? Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, everybody coming in. For those of you that are watching this on TikTok, make sure that you go over to subscribe to YouTube after you finish watching this live. Go over to the YouTube so you can watch all the live replays. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube on the live replay, make sure you come over to TikTok so you can catch me while I'm live so we can talk. I want to talk to y'all, okay? My goodness, don't leave me in here talking to myself. I mean, I know my cousins, y'all be in here. Y'all be in here, but I'm just saying. All my YouTube family that been on YouTube for a minute with me, y'all need to come on over to TikTok, okay? Come on over to the talk. Okay, so let's get into the messages today. Let's see what's cracking. I'm taking a deep breath. It's a lot going on. I know it's a lot going on with y'all too, because it's definitely a lot going on right now for me. But we thugging, right? We are making it happen. So let's see. What's the messages today? Look a little woosah. So I'm hearing something like pouring from an empty cup. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Didn't we talk about this already? I think we already talked about this, but I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing. So what it is. Do not overwhelm yourself, especially this month. I know everybody knows about all the different shifts and planetary things that are happening. Look, at the bottom of this deck, it says faith. I just picked it up and it says faith. It's a lot going on in the cosmos, okay? And there is a need for us to slow down to speed up. That's how it works, okay? So although we have things that we want to do, thank you for the love. There are things that we want to do. We have our assignment, those of us that are in alignment with our purpose. We got all these things that we got to do. Cool. But none of it is going to get done if we are just constantly going. We have to set times, schedules in order for things to get done. And we cannot forget the rest time. I keep saying that, but this is the message, okay? This is the message. Rest is so important right now. Because the first thing I said was pouring from an empty cup. How are you going to help people? Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody coming in. How are you going to help people? How are you going to do anything in your life if you have an empty cup? I heard you ain't picking it up. That's what I heard. Okay. That's what I heard. I don't know if you are or not, but that's what I heard. Because spirit works when we rest. When we rest, spirit works. Spirit, God, source, force, the all, whatever you call the all. When we rest, that's when spirit works. If we're constantly moving and going, I feel like a tape recorder. I feel like I just need to record myself saying this and just push play. Because I know for sure I said this last week. But it's okay. Okay, maybe it's a new group of cousins on here today. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it's not going to work out. This full throttle, I got to go, I got to rush, I got to go, I got to rush, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work, okay? So the guidance here is to slow down because Spirit is trying to give you some messages, okay? We get clarity, we get direction, we get guidance when we slow down, and then we can hear, okay? But if we're always on the go, it's hard for us to hear. So remember, we have transition. Those of us that I'm talking to right now, we have transition. So we are not the leader of our lives anymore, even though we work together with our Creator, Okay, it's more of a partnership. It's not how it used to be, how we would go out and do things and then pray that it works out. Oh, I pray that I get the job. I pray that this business works. I pray that all these things. It's not that. Okay, we're not on that time. Those of you that I'm talking to, we follow the guidance and we know it's going to work. That inner knowing comes from the fact that we heard the guidance. Okay, so before we do something, we heard the guidance to do it. And even if it takes a day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, a week, a month, however long it takes, we wait and we're patient and we get the guidance and then we move. Okay, so it takes time. It does take time, but this journey, the spiritual growth journey, teaches us about patience and endurance, because you could be enduring certain things while you're being patient. And it's like, okay, how much longer do I have to endure this? How much longer is it going to be like this? Well, it's spirit. It's divine timing, It's just what it is. So it's like I was telling you all, like the airplane, when you get on the airplane, a lot of times we board the plane, right? We're just sitting there waiting. And it's like, come on, with this plane take off, I'm ready to go. But we don't know all the ins and the outs and everything that is going on around the plane. All the things that are going on with the pilot and, everything that they have to do and the luggage just going underneath the plane. We don't know all these things are going on. We just are sitting there looking out the window and, trying to push buttons on the screen so we can find something to watch. You know what I'm saying? But we want things to go. We want to move. Like, let's fly. Let's take off. But it's just not time, okay? So if things are not moving forward for you the way you want them to, then just know it's just not time. There are things that are happening behind the scenes. Remember, I told you there's a lot going on in the cosmos right now. Okay, so there's a lot going on right now, and we have to be in alignment with the energy and the frequency of the planet and what's going on in the universe, because we're a part of the all, the whole. So it's not just about you doing the thing that you know you're supposed to do or the thing that you want to do. It's being in alignment and doing it exactly when it's time. And waiting is very nerve-wracking. I know. Because we want things to change. We want to move forward. Hey, everybody coming in. We want things to move forward, but we have to be patient with the process, okay? So let's get some guidance today. I'm not going to be on here too long. I came on here with my hat. Diamond made me this hat, y'all. I told you my daughter's talented. She made me a hat, y'all. And I didn't feel like doing my hair today. I didn't. But I came on, and I'm here. So here we go. Here we go, okay? So let's get the message. And the cards are only going to confirm what I just said, okay? Check me out, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so resilient is here. It's the number 19, resilience. And this is the feminine and the masculine. Oh, these are the cards that I created myself. Look, resilience. That's the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you. Knowing when to slow down, knowing when to speed up. This is the 4 of Knives here. So see this person resting? And knives or swords all represent thought, air energy, okay? So if there's a lot going on your mind, there's a lot that you're thinking about, you have to give yourself enough time to process everything that's going on. You have to shut down the computer, turn it off so that you can rest, okay? And once you rest, then you get up and then you go back at it. So there is a need to know when to hit the gas and when to hit the brake. It's like driving a car, right? So you don't just push the gas the whole time. I mean, I guess if you're on a highway, but even if you're on a highway, you still got to slow down sometime. So there's a need for you to learn when to push the gas and when to push the brake. And sometimes Spirit will push the brake for you. So if you are in a place where you want to move and you can't move, I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all that was going to happen? I think I already said that already. I think I already said that. because you're trying to move faster than spirit. Okay? So we allow our creator to lay everything out, and then we flow with the change. Okay? So we got the messenger of coins here. So this is the opportunity here. This is new money. That's what I heard. Yeah, we got the queen of bowls. Look at her. She's so happy. And y'all know this could be the male or the female. Okay, so it's the king or the queen. And then this is the last card here. It's the ace of sticks. So this is a new opportunity. It's a brand new beginning. And I just told you that. So, okay. So I'm thinking about a plant. You know how you put the seed into the ground. We heard that before, right? Yada, yada, yada. You put the seed in the ground, right? And you let the seed stay in the ground. You don't know when the seed is going to sprout up into being that tree or being whatever it is that it's going to be. We don't know that part, right? But we know we put the seed in the ground. So I feel like you have put in the work. You have put in more than enough work. And when I'm talking about work, I'm talking about the good that you have put in the world. Okay, in the world, Craig. You have put a lot of good in the world. So that is coming back to you. And you have to know that when we are in alignment with spirit and we are doing this good work, this light work, this whatever it is that you do, you are doing this work and you're planting seeds. It's going to reap a harvest. Okay, it's going to come up. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to work, but you're not responsible for the growth. That's spirit. So when you plant the seed, you cover it, you leave it, and you walk away. It could take months, it could take a long time for you to come back and then see that there's just a little bit of growth, but that part is spirit. When you see that little plant coming above the ground, you say, oh, it's growing, but you didn't do that. That was spirit. But there are things that are happening under the ground in order for that to come up. You see what I'm saying? Okay, thank you, cousin. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for joining, okay? Because if you keep working and working and working and messing with the seed and messing with the seed and messing with the seed and watching the seed, it's going to take forever. And that could be why it feels like that. So there's a need to control yourself, okay? And I'm not trying to say it like, I'm trying to belittle you or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, if your mind is all over the place, you have to learn how to get some self-control when it comes to the way that you think. Because if you don't, you're not going to feel very good. You're going to be feeling bad. Every day is going to be a struggle for you to get up. But it's not what's happening in your life that needs to change. It's this perception. It's always the perception of what is happening. Because there are going to be things that are going to happen. It's just the perception. You said in between my old life and my new life right now, such a crazy place to be. I know. And we want to go back, right? There's a part of us that wants to go back to the comfort zone. I know my check is coming every 2 weeks. It used to be like this. I want it to be like that again. That time is over. You're going into a new phase, a new cycle. And this is the cycle of life deck, okay? So this is going to talk about the different cycles that you're in. So you're going to this new reality. It's a new reality for you. So it's going to look different. It's going to be different people. It's going to be very different. But you have to develop. That's very important. The person that you was before, okay, that cut it in the old life that you had. The new life that you're going into is going to require a different version of you. We know this, okay? That's why I always say it ain't enough to know it. I don't care what you know. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many words you know. I don't care. Because you can know all you want to know. When it comes to applying this information, that's where it counts. That's where the spiritual growth takes place. When we know it and we apply it, that's how you grow spiritually. This is how we evolve. Okay? So we all know that we're going through this shift. You can know, just like you said, I'm going into a new cycle. This is a new phase and all of that. Okay, so if you know that, then why get upset about what's happening? Why not relax? Why you tripping? Okay? In my words, why you tripping? Because you already know what's happening. You already know what's going on. You're going through a transition. That's never easy. You're going through a transformation. That's not easy. So being gentle with yourself, thank you for the love, y'all. Being gentle with yourself is how you go up to that next level. That's how you do it, with ease and peace. You know, I talk about that peace that surpasses all understanding. That comes from shifting your mindset and aligning your mind, your body, with your spirit. It's hard to do. I know. I'm on this path with you, okay? So I know it's not easy, but I mean, you can struggle through this cycle, but that lowers your vibration. And then it takes you even longer to get to where you want to be and become the person that you need to be. So that's why I say I don't fight with spirit. If y'all out there boxing with spirit, y'all still want to have it y'all way and do whatever you want to do and be the God of your life and all that, hey, go ahead. Okay? I ain't talking to you. You the God. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to those of us that understand that there is a hierarchy and we all have a role and an assignment and we play our position. Okay? There's a time when we manifest and we do our thing and we plant and all that. Okay, there's a time for that. And then there's a time to get out the way. There's a time to sit down. There's a time to move and let spirit move. That's what it is. So it's up to you what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yes, you are worth it. You are worth it. You are worth the rest. And sometimes we have to tell ourselves that, like, we are worthy of rest because we've been working for so long. Okay, so you got a mentor here. So there's some type of help coming in here. But see, this is a spiritual guide. See her on the card. She's a spiritual guide. But a spiritual guide can be in the physical or in the spirit. So remember, spiritual guides are appointed to us. We do not light a candle and decide which guides we're going to have. Okay? When we going to get past this control? Ooh, okay. I ain't gonna go there, okay? You talking to your grandma. Yes, that is your grandma you got on your altar. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is your grandma. Let me stop, okay? Okay. Our Creator created us. And our Creator knows which guides we need, the angels and all of our angelic support team. It's a court, okay? Your angelic team is already appointed for you. Just like your soulmates and the people you encounter in your life. Come on, let's teach real quick. Sidebar. Just like every person that you encounter in your life, you have no control over it. You don't know who you're going to encounter. You don't know that one day you're going to encounter this person and this person's going to introduce you to this person and then they're going to put you in a position that's going to put you up. You don't know none of that's going to happen. It just happens as you're living life. It's the same thing in the spiritual realm. You don't know who your guides are or the angels or any of your forces that are around you. You could probably get a good idea if you're in alignment spiritually. Spirit will tell you, okay, you know, certain guides are with you, but you don't have to do anything for them to be with you. Y'all out here still getting pimped by the spirits? Huh? Go ahead. It's okay. It's levels. Okay, don't put a Big Mac and fries out there and put your liquor, your juice, water, tea, coffee. I did it. I'm talking because I did it. I'm not just telling you something because I just want to. I've done it. I've had altars, several altars. And I done told you I done did it all from the crossroad to the graveyard to the river. Okay? And how I came back here after 3 years of being gone is because I have evolved spiritually. So now I'm telling you. That's just a little sidebar for whoever need to hear it. It's not about, thank you. It's not about you connecting to the guides or your spirit guides and having them do all the work for you. That's not what this is about. But when you don't know any better, there are forces that will take advantage of you. Just like in the physical. When you don't know any better, there are people that will take advantage of you. That's how it goes. But then you learn. And you say, oh, so I'm supposed to have the power to do things. I'm supposed to be able to do greater works. I'm supposed to be able to touch and make things happen on my own. I don't have to go to the store. I don't need an oil. I don't need herbs. I don't need nothing. I need my word. I need alignment with the source so the source can flow this energy to me and through me. Oh, but that means I got to clean up my temple. That means I got to stop doing the things that I'm doing. That means I got to change. Okay, now we talking, because people don't want to do that. So it's easier than to go to the spirits to do the work for you, because you don't want to do the work on yourself to evolve. Okay, cool. That'll be your level. Maybe you'll graduate this lifetime. Maybe you won't. It is what it is. But yes, we do have mentors. Yes, we do have angelic support. Yes, we do have them in the spirit and the physical. It's very true. But we work together. We're not working for them. And they're not working for us. It's a team work situation. Just like all the people that you encounter in your life that help you to get up and get to where you're going, it's teamwork. But you still are independently doing what it is that you need to do. So that's what I'm telling you. You have a mentor here. The number 3, you already know, that's teamwork, collaboration, building. You said yes, you said exactly. It's the truth, okay? Teamwork, collaboration, and building, you're going to have support. So if you're working very hard to do everything on your own, just remember that you have angelic support. They're there. They can do things that you cannot do. It's what it is. And for all the people out there, you scare the angelic realm, you don't want to talk about this, then go ahead and go to church and read the same scripture. Matter of fact, just, get a book and read that. Okay? Go do that. Go say some prayers, okay? We, over here on this end, we know that the angelic realm is very real. The spiritual realm is very real. And there is support that we receive from the spiritual realm. It's been like that for a very long time. Okay? So we're not afraid of the support that we receive in the spiritual realm. If you are afraid, then you're going to manifest some lessons so you won't be afraid no more. If this path is for you, I'm just saying, okay? So when people get to talk about, oh, I seen this, or I had this encounter, and all these things happen, yeah, because you are vibrating that fear. So how do we get the fear out of us? You face the fear. So anytime on this path you're open spiritually and you start having all these experiences and dreams and all this going on, it's because that's the level you're at, okay? You should have peace in your life. You should not be going through all these different ups and downs and all these things people doing. It's like, what are y'all doing? Okay? Spirituality is about your growth. It's about wellness and evolving spiritually. It's not about the ego and having these trips and feeling like, oh, I'm so spiritually bad and I got this power and this and that. It's not about that. Because 9 times out of 10, if I look into your life, the things that are very, very simple that you need to do in order to help you to get to your next level spiritually, you still ain't done it yet. Okay? So let's get up off of that. Your guides are there to support you, yes. But they're only there to help you to grow. That's it. That's it, okay? That's all. So that's what you need to know. You have support. You allow your guides to do what they do. You do what you do. It is what it is. Just like in the physical. With your soul group, your soul tribe, whoever it is that you're partnering with. They do their part. You do your part. That's just how it works. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Said greetings. Hey, cousin. It's what it is. Okay? So you're receiving some guidance here. Yes. With your spirit guides, it always sounds like your voice. With our creator, it always sounds like your voice. Every voice sounds like your voice. Even the dark forces, they all sound like you. As you evolve, you will be able to determine which voice is which. Where is this voice coming from? Is this true? Is it not? We're learning, okay? So you're getting some guidance right now. And I feel like either you're working too hard to hear it, or you hear it and you're not at the level of receiving it, okay? Now, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, because Spirit has to give you the enlightenment. Now, I'm talking about our creator, the all. Our Creator has to open you up to receive. But there's so much healing that has to take place in order for us to be able to receive, because we have these blockages, internal blockages, external blockages, all these things going on. So this is the reason why we slow down to speed up, because the energy that's within us and around us in our aura, it has to be healed. So we have to go. You hear everybody talking about this healing now, but this is the reason why we heal. It's not just because we want to live a good life and we want our children to live a good life. It's not just about that. You came here to grow. You are a soul. You're not the body. You are a soul. You possess a body. And you came here to grow through human experiences, both the negative and the positive. So, as a soul that has the ability to make decisions, you can decide not to grow. You can decide to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Okay? Then there will come a point in time, if you are one of them souls that's created to evolve, which I know you are because you're my cousin here watching me, you are going to get tripped up. Remember, we talked about this last week. So that means the things that you want to do, you're not going to be able to do them anymore. You could get sick, you could lose your job, you could lose your money, things will start messing up. Because the things that you need to do, you're not doing it. But you need to do it in order for you to grow and get to that next level, because you came here to do something that is very, very important, that only you can do. Okay? So, it's very important for you to get your rest. And resting can be physical, yes, but also mental. Because remember, these are knives. The knives and the swords represent the thought. So this is resting your mind, and that is going to align you with this inner knowing that you are safe. It is okay for you to take a break. It is okay for you not to have to work hard to make everything happen in your life. And even if things go away, even if you don't have what you used to have, even if things change, whatever the case may be, it's better for you to be at peace and for you to rest and for your mind to be at ease than for you to constantly keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and then you just fall out. It's not good. It's not good. And there's a fine line here with this resilience card. There's a fine line between resilience and power and, I'm going to say, self-sabotage. Sabotaging your own growth. Because you won't change. You won't stop. It's a fine line. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's see about this guidance that you're getting here. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, so we got the Ace of Coins here. This is that new opportunity I was telling you about. And you see a female here, but it could very well be a male. So this is an opportunity. This is something that's going to make you very happy. But there's a need for you to make a shift, okay? So you know how you're driving on the highway and you're about to get off the highway and you need to get off that highway so you can get to your exit and get to your destination where you need to be? Okay, so if we don't shift and we don't make these changes, we just keep going straight and then we miss the exit. So this is the reason why I say you could be getting some guidance here that's trying to warn you or trying to tell you, okay, this is up ahead. Or you can feel like this in your soul. You just feel like, okay, something is getting ready to change. Something good getting ready to happen. I don't know what it is, but you just feel like, okay, something good going to happen. I don't care what's going on right now in my life. It could be going all the way crazy right now. But I know that I'm on the right path and I know that it's going to get better, okay? You know that because you're getting that inner guidance, okay? So that part you know, but there's a shift that you have to make in order to align you to get you where you need to go. Because right now it's making me feel like you're not happy. Like there's something in your life that's not happy. Ooh, look, we got counterparts here. Is this love? Is this love? That I'm feeling. Look. The king and the queen. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. I love them smiles. Beautiful smiles. The male and the female. I love it. Let's see. Is it partnership? It's definitely a soulmate. Definitely a soulmate. And you know, soulmates don't have to be a romantic partner, but it's somebody who's going to put you in a position to where your life is going to be easier. They're going to help you in some type of way. This person, this opportunity, whatever this newness is here, is going to make your life easier. Now, I must say this. We're all at different points on the path. So everybody is not at this phase, okay? Some people at the beginning, middle, and some people are at this phase. You completed the cycle and you're going into this. If you're at the beginning of this phase, say you're just now starting to cut people out of your life that you know need to go. You're just now starting to take care of yourself. You're just now starting to eat right. You're just now, okay, you're at the beginning phase. You cannot skip past the work and get to the partnership. I wish I had a bullhorn so I could get to the top of the mountain and scream this out. Because we want to be in relationships with our counterpart. We want that love and energy, which everybody reading, everybody can pick it up, right? Yes, because there are some people in alignment with this. But there are some people that are not there, and it's okay because we all have to go through these levels. But you're not going to get a person to come into your life and love you more than you love yourself. That means if you keep going back to a person that you know you don't want, you're not getting this, okay? This ain't for you, not yet, okay? Maybe you need 10 more years with Rodney or Ronisha. Maybe you need to keep going around the circle with the person that you with until you say, you know what, I'm tired. And then you get off of that and then you start taking care of yourself. You go through a whole cycle of healing and then you align with the partner. That's how this works. So we want to be in partnership, and it's easier to be in partnership because now it's just like, okay, I don't have to focus on loving myself and being there for myself and taking care of myself. Let them do it. No, that's not working. You said not Ronisha. Yes, Ronisha. It's not happening. And I'm your favorite cousin and I love you. I just want you to get there. That's what I'm here for. I am a spirit guide in the physical to help you to get where you want to go, where you need to go, because you came here to do something. And these partnerships are very important. It's not just about you being in love and getting all your needs met and wants met and, you know, all this mushy gushy stuff. It's not all about that. This person is going to help you to grow. This person is going to challenge you. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, but this is what we need in order to grow. It's healthy. It's healthy. Obviously, this is healthy. It's a healthy connection because both of you are smiling here. So it's healthy. But if you're used to drama, chaos, and all these problems, or if you feel like nobody can really love you, if you going through all of this internal gunk and muck that you got going on, you got to work through that so you can draw this into your life. You attract this in. You're not going out to find a person. This person's not going out to find you. Spirit aligns you with this person and you cross paths when it's time. That's how it goes. Hey, cousin, I haven't seen you in a couple years. You used to be my favorite on YouTube. Hey, cousin, I'm being back. Hey, cousin, my cousin Ken. Y'all see me on the For You page. I'm back, cousin. I know I was gone for a minute, but the work I'm telling you about, I've done it. That's why I'm back, because I've done it. And I told you, the spiritual leaders and all the teachers in this new earth, this new world, we have to do the work first. We're not going to be getting on this screen and telling people what to do and pointing our finger and giving all of our opinions about how we feel and what we think and and what we know. It's not about that. Are you doing the work? Are you in alignment spiritually with our Creator? Because if you're not, then it's just a show. It's just a show. And the show's going to end. And you're going to build everything you got is going to go up and then it's going to go down. That has always happened. But not this time. It's going to be very different this time. But a lot of the leaders fell in the past because they had one foot over here doing what they want to do and one foot with spirit. It don't work like that. Now when there's people out here really doing this work, really transforming, really changing, you think you're going to get a pass? You think you cute, huh? Good luck, Buttercup. Sweet thing. Cutie pie. Hey, cousin. You said, hey, cousin. Hope all is well with you. Yes, cousin. I'm doing good. You said exactly. You have to disappear to do the work. You do. You do. I mean, I don't know anybody who has evolved spiritually and did not take that time away from people and work to do the work. You just, hey, to each his own, okay? Keep working. Keep doing whatever you're doing. I'm not here to tell you not to do it. Hey, cousin. Hey, water bottle. I'm not going to be on here long today. The spirit is a little spicy today. The message is a little bit spicy because, I had heard that everybody ain't picking up what's being put down. That's real. That's real. We want to stay the same, but we want things to change, and that don't work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. And I'm your favorite cousin, so I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't make changes, then what you want it's not happening. Period. So go and get comfortable. Go get comfortable where you at. Maybe you need to stay there for a few more years. Maybe you need to be uncomfortable just a little bit longer. But it gets exhausting. When you keep doing whatever you want to do, we know what we need to eat. You getting the messages. People coming up and down your timeline every day, and you feel like, oh, I think I want to start eating better. I think I want to start working out. I think I want to start drinking more water. I think I want to, okay, all these thoughts, remember I told you when spirit speaks to us, it always sounds like an idea. It sounds like a good idea, but it's really spirit nudging you and saying, hey, that way, I think I need to cut this person out. This person is not good for me. I don't like the way I feel when I'm around this person. But you don't cut them off. You stay with them. Then you're in a cycle with them for another 10 years. Now you push 10 years back from the things that you were supposed to be doing. You could have been developing all that time, but you're in a cycle with that person. You can't move forward past that threshold. Remember I told you, we go through these portals. You go over this threshold. There's certain things that can't come with you. Certain people, mindsets, behaviors, beliefs, it cannot come with you. So if you're holding on to the old way in the old world, in your old reality, you can't move forward into the new. It's not happening. It's not happening. You said, what are you willing to release for your higher self? That's real. That's a good question. What are you willing to let go? And we're always being asked that question. Always. So we're praying a lot of times, asking for help and praying to whatever and whoever you pray to. And a lot of times it ain't even that. It ain't even spirit. It's not our creator that we're waiting on. Our creator is literally waiting for us to catch up. But since we're here on earth, it's slow. We're a little bit slow. But we think we know everything. We think we're so smart, but don't know the simple things that we need to do. We know it. Take that back. We know it. We just don't want to do it. You said my answer is anything and anybody. Okay? My cousin said I'll release anything and anybody for my higher self, for my growth. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's why we aligned. Because I'm there. I'm there. And I'm not just saying that. I'm for real. Some people that I love, I haven't talked to in a long time. It's not personal. This is a business trip. That's why I always say, this is business. We are here on business. But we trying to make this personal. We trying to come down here and get all hugged up with Rodney and Ronisha, stay in these relationships and stay around mama and daddy and sister and brother. What does it say in the Bible? Okay, now I'm not Christian, but y'all know my Christian foundation is still in me. And I know the word. But it says something like in the last days that when the Christ comes back, which we know is the Christ consciousness, it's not a person come drop out the sky. Y'all quit looking up in the sky thinking that something gonna come save you. It's gonna come save you, all right. It's gonna come get you. Y'all think y'all gonna go up there? Okay. They gonna have y'all up there on the stretcher, tied you down, okay, dissecting you, trying to figure out what you got in you. I'm not going with y'all. I didn't get that memo. I'm supposed to be right here doing this work right here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. But in the last days, it says that there will be mother against daughter, father against son. When that Christ consciousness is back, which is here, okay, people who are born with this or awakening, we are not going to be close to everybody in our family. It's not happening. We can't stay the same. And a lot of people that you were friends with and close with and all that, you're not going to have the desire to be around them because you're awakening. The Christ consciousness awakens you. So you're woke. Like people talk about, you're woke. But the people around you, they ain't there. They're going to irritate you. They're going to get on your nerve. They're going to get on your last nerve. You're going to be like, why can't you see? Why can't you hear? You don't hear that? They don't. They don't hear it. That's the reason why it says to just brush it off and keep going. Because they don't hear. They don't have the ears to hear. They don't have the eyes to see. You do, and you have to know that you do so you can move on. Move on. You said working my nerve. They're going to work your nerve. You're going to be like, oh, man, y'all special. Then you're going to try to save them. You'll go through a phase where you're trying to save everybody. They ain't gonna work either. You said, that's why I'm moving now. I can't be around my folks no more. You said, no more at this moment. I know that's right. Nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see where Diamond going. Oh my goodness. Okay, cousin. You said my aunt died. Family started splitting. My granny got dementia. Family fell apart. Was raised to think family was everything, but grew up to learn that's the furthest from the truth. That's real. That's real. I grew up close to my family too. Real close. I mean, sisters, brothers, nieces, mama. I got great nieces and nephews I haven't even seen. I was raised to believe the same thing, and my mama is real big on family. My mama used to raise and say, you ain't got no friends, okay? Them are not your friends. You got family. I was raised like that too. I was. And it's not even like it's bad blood. It's just, we just grew apart. Everybody started moving to different states. We just grew apart. And that's what it is. So we want to stay the same. Like, we want to keep the family together like it used to be. Hey, y'all, let's go to the drive-in. Let's have a barbecue. Let's do the things we used to do. No. I'm sorry. No. Because you need to develop. And how do we develop if we got all this chaos and all this around us and we're surrounding ourselves with people that don't want to grow? Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the love. Y'all make sure y'all tap the screen, share the live, and do all the things. So we got to let them go. And it's hard. It's hard because some of them are suffering. And you know, if they would just listen to you, then they would be okay. That's how we feel. If they would just listen to what I say, then they would be okay. That's true. That's true. But they don't want to. They want you to do the work. A lot of them want to be able to call on you. So if you got the money, they want to call you for your money. If you got the car, they want to call you for your car. Why they don't get it for themselves? They don't want to. They don't want to. So then you feel like, oh, I got to because they don't have it. And then I got to do it. And now you stress because now everybody know that you going to do it. Now everybody calling you. Everybody calling you for everything. And now you stressed out. That's why Spirit said, let go. I'm coming to separate y'all. You are set apart. So there's a certain point on the path where you get set apart. And everybody going to look at you like you the crazy one. You the odd one in the family. But you actually are the one who is helping the family to evolve, the bloodline. They don't understand it. They just feel like, oh, you don't want to come to the barbecue no more? Oh, you don't want to do this no more? Oh, you changed. It's good that I changed. It's a good thing that I changed because I'm getting ready to change this whole bloodline, this whole situation going on because money don't change that. You can get millions of dollars and your family's still suffering. And everybody calling you, just like I just said. Because that doesn't do anything spiritually for the bloodline. It don't help just because you got money. Somebody got to get in the ring and do some of this spiritual work. Somebody got to start making some changes. Somebody has to do that. Because if nobody's willing to do that, then you're going to leave it to the next generation to do it. And right now, we're in the perfect prime time, okay? Those of us that are doing this work, we on the battlefield for real. We are. And we are denying ourselves of things that we want. It's not like we don't want to be around our family. It's not like we don't want to eat meat. Well, I don't. I'm good. There was a time when I did, but when you get to a certain level, it's just like, that's just nasty. Come on, y'all. Humanity has to grow up. Like, we're not sitting up at the dinner table, sitting up there choking on briskets no more. I mean, come on. That's not doing us no good. These animals did not come here to be slaughtered by us. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. It really is. The way we eat and the way we eat meat 55,000 times a month. Gotta have meat for breakfast. Gotta have meat for lunch. Gotta have meat for dinner. Gotta have snack beef jerky. It's like, when you're in alignment spiritually with the source, spirit will tell you. And you will know when you're grieving the spirit. Even something as simple as the word that you say. Something you say can grieve the spirit. And you will feel it. And you will know it. I need to check that. I need to get myself to, I'm going to get it together. I shouldn't have said that. But until we align with spirit, we just do whatever we want to do. We feel like it's all right. That's why it says it's the way that seems right. Because we feel like it's right. So we just keep doing it. Everybody does it. What's the problem? What the problem is? This is how we're supposed to live. Not when you're in alignment spiritually. Not when you're in alignment spiritually. We are set apart. We don't do things that everybody else is doing. So that's why you got to be around your tribe, your people, so that you won't feel alone. Because you could be trying to be around your family and old friends and all that, and you're going to feel like an outcast because they're not like you. They're not. They're very different from you. And you just got to accept it. It is what it is. You say it's hard at times, but it's necessary. It is necessary. You say, and when you see the truth, you can't unsee it. That's real. That's real. You cannot unsee it. And what the ancestors say, Dick Gregory, you put them glasses on, oh, baby, you cannot go backwards. You cannot. It's done. You could try to go back to the past, but it ain't never going to be the same. Never. You said, yep, true colors were shown. Yep. I already know, cousin. Hold on. I clicked on something. That's real. That is very real. Okay, let me go back down. He said, I have a cousin with no car who criticizes my car every time he gets in it. I stop stopping by. I know that's right. So this cousin don't have a car, but gonna say something about your car when they get in the car. See how they do you? That's why you gotta cut these people off. Because you can give them everything. You can give them the food out your refrigerator. You can give them the watch on your wrist. You can give them the shirt off your back. And they going to say, this shirt is itchy. You mean to tell me you've been wearing this? No. And you're like, I was just trying to get you the shirt off my back. Because you ain't have one. Baby, they are not grateful. They do not care. They do not care. And they want to bring you down. Because that's where they are. So you being puffed up too much is shining your light. And they want to bring you down. Turn that light down because it's shining light on them. So that's why it's best to just be like, okay, you know what? I can't satisfy y'all. I just can't. So how about I just start satisfying myself? Ding! That's the lesson. Hello! Ding, 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 ding. Is this Earth School? Okay. I thought it was your Earth School, okay? Because that's the lesson. That's always the lesson. It's to know your self-worth and your value. To love yourself enough to let go of people, places, things, mindsets, behavior, belief, all the things that no longer serve you. You let it go. You let it go. Because you choose yourself. That's how you connect to your power. When we connect to our creator, y'all know I always talk about spiritual alignment. Sidebar, for those of you who are ready to get in spiritual alignment, join us in spiritual alignment class. Okay? It's a 4-week commitment to yourself. If you have an issue with being disciplined and consistent and you just feel like you all over the place, get into spiritual alignment class, okay? Join our community. Some of our cousins, we already in there, okay? We have a 24/7 group chat. You can chat with me. You can chat with our cousins. You have support on this journey, okay? But there are things that you need to do. And sometimes we don't know what to do. So join spiritual alignment class so you will know. Because as you're evolving spiritually, it's good to have people around you that are on the same path. Not at the same level, but we're all on the same path. And we want what's best for ourselves. Being around cousins and aunties and all these people who don't want to change. They don't. I'm sorry to break your heart. They do not want to change. So leave them. Sorry. I take it back. Yeah, no, I can't tell you what to do. Don't leave them, okay? Go save them. Go ahead. See how it work out. You see, I feel like I don't have, hold on, wait a minute. Let me slow down, okay? And I feel like don't nobody understand me at all. Okay. So you right like how I talk, we talk the same. I understand you. I do understand you 100%. I do. And it's a solo mission for a minute. For a good little minute, you're by yourself. You don't have anybody around to talk to about the things you're going through. A lot of times you don't. But that's why community is so important. A lot of us are finding that we are feeling more comfort and support from people that we don't even know. Complete strangers. Complete strangers have supported me and have done more for me and have been there with me. And I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to convince them that I mean good for them. I don't have to tell nobody that I'm watching on this live or that's in my private community that I'm here to help them and they should value me. I never have to say it. Not one time. Because the people that connect with me, they already see the value. And they already want to connect with me. And that's the reason why we connect. But people that are close to you, now you got to try to pull them along. You got to try to pull them by a string to get them to understand, oh, you need to change, okay? The world is getting ready to change, or it has already changed. We need to make some adjustments. Hey, y'all, let's come together and start a family business. Let's come together and do something. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to stay the same. I want to keep my same habits. I want to do, okay. Well, y'all stay the same, and I'm going to go over here, okay? And I don't feel bad. I don't. Because we are grown. We are grown. So I'd rather connect with people that understand me that may not be my blood, but are more supportive than anybody else that I know. I would much rather that. You see, I also know money is coming. In my mind, though, I'm going to want to help, but I can't save people. Yep. See how you know that inside? That's spirit preparing you. So when you start getting that money and you start helping those people and you start feeling like you're going down, that's because you're taking your money, you're taking your energy, because money is energy, okay? Spirit is giving you the money to do something with. It's not even just for you to live your life like regular people do, Go buy your Louis Vuitton, Hennessy and Moet or whatever you do, You're not doing that. You have an assignment. So while you're getting in spiritual alignment, Spirit gives you the assignment. So make sure you join the Discover Your Life Purpose program. I got you, okay? Whatever step you at, I'm a step with you, okay? So you get the divine assignment. And Spirit is going to give you all the instructions. You're going to get very clear about what your next steps are. When the money comes in, if you start taking that money that's supposed to be going towards your assignment and giving it to all these people, you're going to end up done. They're going to strip you up to a little bitty raisin and you're going to be done. And they're going to tell you, oh, we're family. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make sure everybody's okay. And you're going to say, yeah, that's true. Because like Cousin said, we were taught to believe that. We were taught to believe that. But you're helping people that don't want to help themselves. They have made decisions in their lives to get them to where they are. And the more you try to help them, the more they resent you for trying to help them. and you still want to give to them. So then you start to go down. So before that even happens, Spirit is going to get you together. Spirit is going to show you, like Cousin said, their true colors is going to come out. They're going to say all the things they've been meaning to say. It's going to hurt your feelings, and all that's going to happen. So you can just go ahead and break away from them right now. So when the things do start going up for you, then you're not trying to run and save them, because you already know, listen, they ain't going to do nothing but try to hurt me. They don't understand me. They don't like me. They ain't never liked me, and I'm not trying to save them. You got to get that first. But we got to go through that healing cycle. You say, yep, it's true. It's very true. You say, I'm ready for battle. Okay. Yeah, sound good. It sound good. I'll tell you. Because we definitely on the battlefield, but we're not fighting. We surrender. We allow our Creator to fight the battle. We have forces that are surrounding us. They fight. We don't fight. We're not getting our hands dirty, okay? Our job and our responsibility is to keep our vibration high so that we can continue to evolve. That's what we're here to do. So we can continue to grow. And we can continue to get more and more light, more and more power, more and more energy, so we can make greater impact, bigger and bigger and greater impact. That's what we are here to do. But is the opposition going to come? Yes. The distractions going to come? Yes. All that is coming for you. It's coming for you. But you have support with that. And just know that it's not there to destroy you, okay? Because when I was in church, all they talk about is the devil trying to destroy you. The enemy, the enemy, the enemy, the enemy. The enemy, the enemy, the enemy. Ain't nobody more scared than somebody talking about the enemy all day long. I bet you scared. I bet you. All it's going to take is for one of them, nothing. I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. They don't want no spiritual smoke for real. And quit saying spirituality and spiritual is the same as religion, because it's not. It's not the same at all whatsoever. You can be religious and do all the prayers and say all the things and go to church every Sunday. You haven't even touched spiritual, okay? Because spiritual is all about your growth. It's about you. It's about you prioritizing the spirit, your higher self, over your physical. Spirituality is just somebody who's doing that. They live that life. That's what that means. So a lot of people are confused. Say, what is spiritual? I don't know. That's not nothing. It really is. But that just means you're not doing it. Because if you don't know what it is, then you ain't doing it. For people who doing it, they know exactly what it is. They're not moved by their flesh and their feelings and their emotions like people who are in religion. They're not on that time. Because I can feel hurt. I feel sad when I don't answer the phone for people that I love. That hurts. That hurts. Yeah, it does. But I choose myself. I choose my healing over everything, because I know that that's going to evolve me spiritually. That's going to connect me to my higher self and my Creator. And nothing comes between me and my Creator, my higher self. Nothing. That's spiritual. That's what it's about. It's not about having these trips. It's not about getting high off this plant medicine. It ain't about none of that, because you ain't got to do none of that. When you're in alignment spiritually, Spirit is the one doing the work within us. We rest and allow the work to be done. But we want to take the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? We want to do the Kundalini awakening on ourselves. Go either pass out on the ground and your locks gonna be next to you. Boy, let me tell you something. When you start awakening and, getting activated, sometimes it's gonna hurt to breathe. I'm telling you the truth. When you take a breath and you got this open, okay, all that you're going through, you take a deep breath through, you know how you take a, baby, it'll feel like this right here getting ready to pop open. So tell me how you doing in awakening. Oh, baby, y'all have not felt the pain of a spiritual awakening. For those of you that have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It hurts. What oldest say, it hurts. Baby, your body hurt, you're aching. You can't get out the bed some days. Some days you can't even form a complete sentence. There were months when I couldn't even talk. When I was gone for 3 years, y'all want to know what I was doing? Yeah. I'm talking about the work. Okay? There was times when I felt like I could not even form a sentence because I could not even remember the last thing I just said. And did that make sense? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what did I just say? Because my mind was off. I would go into the grocery store and those lights would hit the top of my head and it felt like I was getting ready to pass out. So I couldn't go to the grocery store. That's awakening. On a whole nother level, Spirit does that inside of you. Because the energy that our Creator will put inside of you, okay? This is fire and water. It's electric. It's spirit in you, okay? They call it the Holy Spirit, whatever you call it. But that's very different from what I'm talking about. But people, most of the time, they understand Holy Spirit when I say spirit. When the spirit is within you, is activated within you, this is why you have to cleanse. This is why you fast. This is why you stop eating meat. This is why you drink water all day long. This is why you get on your fruit regimen and you do all of these things. This is why you cut people off and out of your circle. This is why you're guided to isolate and go into the woods, in the trees, in the forest, and get into the elements of the ocean or water or something. This is why we do this. This is why you constantly are cleansing your body all the time. I cannot tell you how many showers I have taken in baths. I cannot even count. Can't even start to count. This is why we do this. Drinking teas, purifying our body. This is why. 90 days. I went 90 days and all I ate was avocado and bread. Toast. I didn't do that with my mind and say, oh, I think I want to go on a fast and eat avocado and bread for 90 days. No. I was guided to do it. It comes from within. I just listen. So whenever you're guided to do something, you just start listening. And then you get in alignment with spirit. The awakening and all of that is happening within you. You're aligning with spirit and all that's happening within you. And you don't even control that part. So after you go through that process, the things in the physical that's happening, you ain't even fazed by the things that's happening in the physical because you already know you done made it through that. So you already know whatever's happening here. You have come through all of that in order for you to do what you're doing here. So you're not worried about how things are going to get done because you know that you're being prepared to do what you came here to do. So obviously you want to get everything you need to do it. But the healing, we have to be changed. You know, it says that we have to be renewed. Our mind has to be renewed. Literally. Did you hear me say literally? Spirit will be up in there. They call it defragmentation or whatever. Moving stuff around while you sleep. You think I'm playing? I'm telling you the truth. But when do you go to sleep? Are you up all night? You're not going to sleep. Okay. That's the issue. So this is what I'm talking about. Thank you for the love, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. We got to get serious about spiritual alignment. We can't play with this. Ain't no man worth it. Ain't no woman worth it. Ain't no mama worth it. Ain't no daddy worth it. Ain't no sister worth it. Ain't no brother worth it. I don't care who they are, whatever their title is. No child. I do not care. When it comes to your spiritual alignment, it's so important because you came here to do something. And all of those things are just experiences. All of these people we experience. We're here having experiences. We don't own any of this. None of it. We experience it. But when we're so far down in the 3D, we feel like we belong to each other. They belong to me. This is mine. This belongs to me. It don't belong to you. Nobody. Not even your children. They don't. You teach them. You train them. You do the best you can. Let spirit guide you. You raise them right. And you let them go. That's it. That's all. You said, change me, been my dog for 20 years. Cousin, what you talking about? Oh, let me go back and read. You said, cousin, I just sent my BFF a text this morning thanking her for seeing me as I am and never trying to change me. Being my dog for 20 years. Yep. That's how you know. Some people go with you now. So there's some people that's going to come with you, but it's a lot of people who are not. It's how it is. You say, yep, it's the truth. It's the truth. You say, how do we get in alignment with spirit? Join spiritual alignment class. I'll tell you everything you need to know. And there's spiritual alignment for men and spiritual alignment for women. It's self-paced and it's 4 weeks. It's a commitment to yourself. Okay? I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. It's a lot. It's a lot to go into. There are things that you need to do. You just got to be dedicated to it. And I tell y'all right now, if y'all not ready to change, don't join spiritual alignment class because things going to change. It's going to change because you connect to the energy over here now. I don't know what nobody else is doing, but I'm telling you right now. If there are things that need to be removed, they done. It's over with. So, you join when you're ready. That's why I don't never really, I say it once or twice to join and that's it. Because I feel like Spirit of God who's supposed to be there, y'all gonna join. But if you feel like you want to hold on to certain things, mindsets, behaviors, beliefs, people, and all that, you ain't ready to let go. You feel like family is forever. You still at that phase. You believe that. Okay. Don't join spiritual alignment class. I'm telling you right now. Because you're going to be disappointed. Some things going to get shook up. And they're going to say, that's evil. It's not evil. It needs to move. It needs to move. And a lot of times we won't move it. So you start doing the work. You start healing. I'm going to give you direction and tell you exactly what you need to do. I've done it. I didn't just show up here 70 pounds lighter, looking this way, talking like this, like I know what I'm talking about, out of the clear blue sky. I went through some things, okay? I went through some things in order to get back here. So I'm here to support you, but I'm not going to do the work for you, and I'm not going to beg you. Because I personally, I love you. But my cousins that know me, y'all know, hey, I be having a hard enough time to keep myself afloat. For real. I do. So, not saying that, I'm not stable, but when it comes to the way that I communicate with people, I've always been a loner, solo type, okay? I work better by myself. I'm just that type of person. So, me being vocal and expressing myself and being in community and all that type of stuff, that's very new for me. Because I've been in and out of communities, but never created my own. I've never had a group of friends. I've never been that type of person. I've had friends. I've had family. I've always been around my family too. But I've never been the type of person that's like, oh, let me call such and such and see what's going on. Let me see, I got this going on. Let me check with them. That ain't me. I've never been that person. If I got a situation, I'm handling it. I'm going to figure it out. That's me. Always been that one. I don't need nobody to talk to about my problems. I just don't. And it makes me uncomfortable to even do it. I'm just telling you the truth. So y'all know that. So I'm not going to beg nobody to get better. Not doing it. I can help you. I can tell you I can help you. But you got to say, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for my life to change. I'm tired. I don't want to work hard. I done already told y'all don't have to work hard. You do not have to work hard on the job. You do not have to work hard in the business. You do not have to work hard. The only reason why we work hard is because we're out of alignment spiritually with our Creator. There are things that we need to stop doing or we need to start doing that we have not started doing or stopped doing yet. And if we don't do that, then we have to work hard with everybody else. When you're in alignment spiritually, then what you need is going to start coming to you and you're going to stop working hard. I have said that and I will keep saying it. I live this life. I'm telling you. But I can just tell you that. Okay? If you feel like, oh, I want to keep doing what I know I need to stop doing. Okay. Don't complain about the hard work. Don't complain about the stress. Don't complain. Don't want to hear no tears, okay? Now, this is the side of Ken that people will be like, man, Ken, don't be mean. Don't be mean. I am not being mean. I am not a mean person, period. I am not mean. I just don't play. But I play, though. Ain't that funny? My cousin, y'all know me. I play a lot. But I don't play. Not when it comes to this. Because this is my job. This is my job. This is what I came here to do. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get you there. Wherever you need to go, whatever you came here to do, I'm going to get you there. And it doesn't always happen with somebody being nice to you and saying, oh, you can do it. Keep going. I'm going to do that too. Y'all know I am very encouraging. But at the same time, sometimes we need to hear some hard truth. Sometimes you need to know you slipping for real. Thank you, cousin. You need to know that. And I'm going to be the one to tell you. Yeah. I tell my children right now. It's all love, though. I'll never say nothing to hurt you. I never will do anything to hurt you, ever. But if I notice something, I have to say something because you came to me, okay? I don't go out trying to find nobody. I'm not out there trying to find nobody to help. Spirit will guide you all to me. That's how this works. So if you find me, you were guided to me. And I have to tell you what I see and what I hear. Because if I don't, then I'm not helping you. And that's my part. That's my responsibility. So if Spirit gives me the message or if I notice something, I'm going to tell you. And with spiritual alignment, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know. And I'm there to help you. I'm there to help you. But if you help yourself, that's how it goes. This is, like I was telling you, with family and friend, all that, this is a two-way street. We work together. But it's not how it used to be. Because I used to be the type of spiritualist or, guide where everybody would just come to me and pay me to help them with their problems. And just feel like just because they're paying me that they can continue to come back with the same problems. That's not progress. It's not progress. And for people that do readings, if people are coming back to you back to back, you're not teaching. We have to teach, not only help and guide, but we have to teach and we have to be honest and tell the truth. We have to, because if we're not telling people the truth, they have to keep coming back for more readings and keep coming. You don't have to come back to me for more readings. If I do a reading for a person, you don't have to come back for a long time. You might come back to do a checkup, but you're going to know everything that you need to know because Spirit's going to tell me and I'm going to tell you everything. And before we even start the reading, a lot of y'all who got a reading from me, y'all already know. I'm going to say, do you have questions or do you want me to just tell you whatever it is that I see? And then most of the time, y'all say, just tell me, Ken. Whatever it is that you see, just tell me. And I'm going to tell you everything. From the front to the back, up and down. And all your questions that you had, they're going to get answered. That's how it works. And that's how we get free. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. So when people tell you that people like me are evil, they don't understand what I do. Because it's different from what they believe or what they were taught. And I get it. But I'm not evil. I'm not here to hurt you. I am here to help you. I may not help you the way that the pastor or the minister or, other people help. But these are my tools and these are my gifts. And I'm here to help you in the way that I'm here to help you. This is my way, okay? Well, actually it's Spirit, but moving through me, you see? But I want to see some growth. That's what I'm ready to see. You said, yes, I'm ready to see some growth. Thank you, cousin. He said, so glad you're back, cousin. Thank you, cousin. I'm glad to be back. Say, I love your energy. Gratitude. Thank you, cousin. Say, you speak so well, cousin. Thank you. That's Spirit. That's Spirit. You say, yes, I need structure. I'm autistic with ADHD and dyslexic too. You ain't none of that. Don't say that. You're not none of that stuff. Okay? Let me tell you how this works spiritually. And this is very important. Whenever we receive something, it's true for us. Okay? So if you go to the doctor and they tell you you're something, whatever it is, and you believe it and you start saying it, then you become that. Whenever you say that you're not that and you don't receive it, then that's not who you are and you don't have to receive it. In this reality, we decide who we want to be and what we want because we've been given the ability to command. But we're so disconnected from the source that we feel like we don't have the power okay? And that's a program. It's not our fault. That's just the way it has been, okay? But spiritually, you have the ability to say what you want to have happen in your life, what you don't want to happen in your life, what you believe and what you don't believe. That's why anything or any religion or whatever it is that you believe or you've been programmed to believe, you have been repeated the same thing over and over and over and over again until it gets stuck in your head. Then you believe it because you kept hearing it. That's repetition. That's how you program the subconscious mind. You keep hearing it over and over and over and over again. So when you want to reprogram that subconscious mind, you're going to have to repeat some other things. So the I am affirmation, you can say that all day long. It's a good start. But you have to know within yourself that you've been granted this ability to command. And you have been given this power on this earth to have dominion. You're supposed to say what happens and what doesn't happen in your reality. This is your life. And our Creator has given us this power. But when we're not connected to the power source, this is why I always talk about spiritual alignment, because when we start off, we're not connected to the source. Remember, in the beginning, we were separated from our Creator because of what? The way that we live, the things that we do. That's just what it is. It's the same way right now. We're disconnected from the source, the power source, because of the things that we do. It disconnects us from the power source and it confuses us. So we feel like we're lost. We feel like life is overwhelming because we're not connected to the source to give us the power that we need to be able to do the things that we need to do. So now that people are awakening, you're going to start seeing this. Watch. You're going to start seeing people do some very magical things, what they call magical things. But it's not magical. These people are just plugged into the source just like Christ was. He was plugged into the source and he said, I don't do any of these things on my own. I'm doing it because of the Spirit that's doing it through me. So this is how I'm able to heal the sick and raise the dead and command the waters and do all of these things because Spirit is doing it through us. Okay? And we're here to do greater works. So I'm telling you today, you don't have any of those things unless you believe you do. When you believe you do, it's true for you. So you have to be careful with your words because your words are very powerful. And I don't want to sound like I just went off on a tangent, but, when I hear people say things like, oh, I have this disease, I have that disease, I have that disease. It's like, okay, you can claim it if you want to, but it's going to be hard for you to get over it. It's going to be hard because you're going to believe that you are stuck with this thing. Like it's on you and you can't get it off. But you can. You can. And it's spirit. Because remember, we are complete. Because we're not the body. You're the soul. The soul needs nothing. The soul is completely healed, happy, whole, complete. We have to align with the soul, which is where that guidance comes from. Because remember, the soul has lived before us. It will continue to live on after us. This is the light that is within us. Okay? See these people on this card right here? See this light? They have this light on them. So this is the deck I created. But this is the light that is within them. See, they're going through this portal right here. And this is what happens, okay? When we're getting ready to come down into this earth plane, okay? This is the soul group right here. Remember I told you we have our soul group. So these are all the people that we encounter on our path. You don't know you're going to encounter these people or how you're going to encounter them, but you encounter them on your path. This could be her husband, okay? A few of these could be her husband, okay? This could be a friend that's going to sleep with her man, okay? All these people incarnate, but they all are going to be on her path to help her to grow and evolve, okay? But the light is what keeps the body alive. Remember when we so-called die, okay, the body, it drops. The soul is not dead and gone. This is the reason why we can connect to beings and forces in the spiritual realm because they're still there. They have just transitioned from the physical to another realm. Okay? So, look, I'm going on and on and on about this. But We're very powerful. Because when we know that we're not the body has the limitation. The soul does not have the limitation. The spirit definitely doesn't have the limitation. Spiritual alignment is aligning the body, the soul, and the spirit. You hear people talk about mind, body, soul. No, it's the body, it's the soul, and it's the spirit aligned. But we are out of alignment when we don't follow that guidance from the soul. It comes from within. Those nudges and those hints and those clues, it comes from within. You possess the body. You're not the body. So whatever's going on with the body, you have the ability, which you are the soul, remember, with the light, that light, it's just light and consciousness. That's it. Just think about, when you think of the soul, just think about a light force energy with awareness and consciousness. It enters the body, zoom, and the body has life. When the soul leaves the body, zoom, then it has no life, no nothing. But the soul is not gone, because remember, we can't destroy energy. It just transformed to a different realm, a different form. Okay? So when it comes to healing the body, we first have to remember that we have the ability to heal the body. You can heal your own self. You can. Whatever it is that you're going through. I don't care if the doctors told you, oh, you're doomed. You're never going to heal. There are many people who have proven doctors wrong. And I don't know where this whole thing came from, where the doctors know everything. Hey, listen, if they give you a diagnosis or they tell you that you have something or whatever the case may be, okay, that's just your starting point. So now you know what you're going to be working with, what you're going to be healing. You could be the one to come up with the cure. But if you just automatically assume, oh, I can't cure this, I have to just fall down and I just have to receive this and take my medication like a good person and I can't do nothing about it, okay, then that's what you'll do. That's what you'll do. But you don't have to. You definitely don't have to, okay? Thank you. Thank you, cousin. So let me go back and see if I missed your messages. You said, when my mother passed, I actually heard her spirit leave her body. It's very real. You see, people are afraid of death. I'm actually very intrigued by death. I am very intrigued by the spiritual realm and all of the spooky stuff that people say that we should not be messing around with. I have encountered it. I have been the middle woman between the spiritual and the physical, and I really, really love what I do. I really do. It's very, very fascinating how our Creator has created this. It's no science, it's no understanding, there's no book, there's nothing that you can read or know or be taught about how this works, other than to be connected to spirit. And then you'll just know certain things that it's like, wow, this is interesting. Very interesting. But nobody dies. Nobody dies. There is no death. Never. It doesn't happen. I like to think of it like being in a house, right? So I'm in this room here. And if you were in this room with me, then we'd be on the same frequency in the same place, okay? So we're in this room together. But say death happens, okay? What they call death. And one of us pass on. Then that means that one of us is going to go into another room of the house, okay? Go into another room, maybe upstairs, go into another room of the house. But you're not dead. You're just in a different location. So instead of us being in this room together, you have ascended or you have went to another place in the house. So we don't talk to each other the same way we would if we were here. But does that mean your presence is gone? No. You're not gone. You're just there. And there are people who can connect to these other realms and receive messages and that type of thing. It's very real. It's very real. And there are beings that are in the spiritual realm that can communicate with humans. And it's not a problem. I mean, there are some that can cause problems. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is. But there are some that help us as well. And spirit guides are a great example of that because they've already done what you came here to do. So whatever it is that you came here to do, the guys that are appointed to you, they already done it. So you could be getting guidance that seems like an idea to do something, but you could be getting guidance from a spiritual guide or a spirit guide in the spirit realm that is giving you guidance to help you to do what it is that you need to do. But you don't know that it's a guide. I'm telling you because I'm your favorite cousin. You know what I'm saying? You may not know that, but it's very real. It's very real. A lot of people have said that, they've seen loved ones that passed on or they've experienced death and all these things. It's very true. It's very true. And I guess it's hard for the human mind to understand it. And I get it. And that's the reason why, even the Bible talks about how, spiritual people or spirit, you only can understand the spirit in the spirit, So if you're out of alignment spiritually, you're not going to understand spiritual things. It's not going to make a bit of sense to you. You're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? So there are some people who won't even understand nothing that I'm talking about. But then there are people who are in spiritual alignment that say, I understand what you're talking about. Yes. I've had those same experiences, or I know exactly what you mean. So, it's real. It's real. You can hear spirits. They will show up in different ways. Yeah, I've had those encounters. Especially if you have like altars and things like that. If you're at that level, I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't have it. That's between you and spirit and your growth, okay? But when you have an altar, especially an altar in your home, you're going to have a lot of spiritual interference going on in your house, for sure. For sure. At first, you may not notice it, but eventually you will. You will notice. Things will start to, be obvious. It will be obvious that there are the presence of spirits in your home. Yeah. Until you set the boundaries. Because a lot of people will set up an altar. They'll just say, oh, okay, I want to put this water on here. I want to put this on here. I want to get some sage. Okay, just start setting up stuff on the altar. Then they get a candle and light it. And then they start summoning energy. But they don't know what they're doing. Because the first thing you should have did was cast a circle. Everybody know that. But if you don't know that, then you just set up the altar and now they just free to do whatever they want in your house. You don't know what's coming through the portal. You can't see in the spiritual realm. And don't tell me, oh, that's my grandma, that's my grandpa. Ooh, they sent me a signal and only my grandpa used to smell like this and I smelled it. You think they don't know that? You just have to know, okay, that there are spirits that are malicious and they will play games with you. They will, because they know you don't have a clue. And they'll do that because they know that, oh, you want to give me what I want. So they have connection here. You just have to know that too. How did we start talking about this? Oh, we were talking about your passed on loved one. Yeah, but they visit us and these type of things. It's very real. Very, very real. But, it's levels. We're not going to get too spooky. We're not going to go too spooky. See, I've been thinking about making an altar, but I don't think I'm going to. Well, I can't tell you to do it or not. If that's your path, then it's for you. It was my path, it was for me. But that's only because I have ancestors that come before me that have already opened those portals before I was even born. I didn't even know who they were. I didn't know anything about spirituality, altar work, none of it, okay? But I got on this path. I started with tarot cards, and I got on this path, and I found out a lot about my bloodline and a lot of the work that ancestral spirits have done, that have come before me. And many times they don't close those portals and those doors to those entities. So I always say they're going to find somebody in the bloodline, and they found me. They're going to find somebody in the bloodline. May not be you, maybe your grandkids, maybe, okay? Especially those of us that are African, Americans, blacks, whatever you want to call us, okay? FBA. Yeah, they're going to find somebody in the bloodline. They are. It's just what it is. Because coming from a family like I come from, we have a heavy connection to spiritual or spirits in the spiritual realm. And being that those portals and those doors were open, In my lifetime, I closed them, okay, and aligned with the source. But there was a lot of things that people did before me, especially with spiritual practices, that they had to do to survive. A lot of them connected with a lot of different energies, entities, things like that, in order to, do what they needed to do. It's just how it was, But that's also the reason why a lot of our families are suffering, because those entities haven't been fed. Nobody's feeding those entities. Nobody's connected to those sources. Nobody's closing those portals off. So it's like generation after generation after generation. They call them generational curses, but it's actually those entities that are hunting the whole bloodline. They're coming to collect. So while people feeling like, oh, these are our friends. These are our spiritual friends. Maybe. Hey, cousin. You say, hello, cousin. You say, you have altars? Okay. You say, you scared me, cousin? Don't be scared, cousin. What you scared of? See, I should never start talking about fear, spooky stuff. Don't be scared. Because this is what I'm going to tell you. How will you learn? I learned everything that I know because I've had to encounter. I have to go through it. So I didn't have a book. That's why I said the book can't teach you what spirit will teach you. You just gotta go through. You don't gotta pay for no initiation. All you have to do is just follow the guidance from within. Do whatever it is you feel like you want to do, baby. I did whatever I wanted to do. I did not have a clue. When I started picking up tarot cards and doing so, I did not have one clue. All I knew was that this feels right. I like this, and I kept doing it. But now I know, okay, there are levels, okay? So when I first started off reading tarot cards, I was not receiving guidance from the Most High because I was not even connected. That's why I'm telling y'all this. When you are getting messages from people, spiritualists and stuff like that, they can receive messages from spirits, okay, I'm saying it like that, but entities on the other side can tell us the truth. So they can have the truth and tell it to you. That's a level. And when we start off on our hero's journey, then we connect with those guys and they help us because they help me. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. So when I was thinking like, okay, I was connected to the source, I was not. I had not done any healing work at all to get to that level. We have to do the healing work in order to connect to our creator, period. If anybody tells you anything other than that, they don't know what I know. They don't know what I know. Now, will we have guidance? Yes. Will our creator send us support? Absolutely. All these things. But that's the reason why we have that spiritual support team, because they are the ones that relay messages back and forth between us and our creator, because they have the ability to do so. We don't. So that's why people go through Christ and go through Muhammad or go through Buddha or go through somebody who has done the work that they have not done. That's real. But then when you do the work, then you can do the same things, greater things than they did. That's real. So now I'm very much in alignment spiritually. Very confident, very confident. But I went through years of not reading. I got rid of my altars and spirit and broke me away from everything I thought I loved, because I used to love my altars, honey. You couldn't tell me. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I was not going to have my altars and I was going to be this person I am today, I would have never believed you. Never. Because the way I seen it was that changed my life. And it did. It helped me. So there is no bad. That's why I say don't be scared. There is no bad. All of it was right. I needed to go through what I went through. And me having the altar, it grew me up spiritually. It really did. Now, was it all fun and games? No, absolutely not. No, but I learned how to remove energies, and I learned that I am an energy healer by having to deal with these energies. So that's how we learn, just like in the physical. We go through these negative experiences in life so we can build up the strength and endurance to be able to overcome. Not so it can beat us down and we can go running back, because a lot of people, sidebar, a lot of people are talking about that one lady that decided that she wanted to be a Christian again after being a tarot reader, like a really big tarot reader. And I just say people don't understand what we go through on this path. They don't. They don't have a clue. People just see us showing up. But when we turn off the camera, you don't know what people are doing behind the scenes. You don't know what people got going on. You just don't know. And there comes a point in time on this path, which I told y'all about this in that video I did when I first came back. There comes a point in time where you have to go through your initiation. So there's a point when you can connect to your guides and they'll give you all the information that you want. That's a level. But remember, I told you that they're only there to help you to grow. So giving us all the information, that doesn't help us grow, because that's how we get stuck in these cycles of, I need more information, I need to know more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. It doesn't help us to grow. So then there comes a time when we have to stop doing certain things. We have to start doing certain things. We have to grow, and we have to be committed to the growth. If we're not committed to it, then I call them the occult police, okay? The occult police will come. They will come, and they will shut you down because you're in violation. Because you're not supposed to be trying to help people on this path when it comes to spirituality, reading cards, doing all this, okay? You cannot help people to do anything if you're not helping yourself. You cannot help anybody to do anything if you don't do the work yourself. This is not how it is in the 3D. It can look good. The person can say that they went to school and this and that, and now they have the experience to be able to help you. That's not this. You have to be initiated by the spirit, and the boys are coming for you. So if you go back to whatever it is that you used to do, hey, it's safer. I'm just telling you, it's safer. I get it. 100%. It just wasn't in my path to go back. I went all the way through. So in the times and the days and the months and the years when I felt like, okay, what's going on? I never felt like I was going back, because I knew that that wasn't the way either, because I already been there. So that wasn't the way. And what I'm doing right now, this ain't the stopping point either. That means I need to keep going. And that's all I heard Spirit telling me, was to keep going. So even when I was going through the attacks, even when I was going through all the things I was going through mentally, I could have lost my mind, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. I could have lost it all. And I'm hearing, you know that song? Man, even now, I go through things right now. But no matter what I go through, I'm protected and covered. There's a difference. In the beginning, when I started out, I had no protection. I didn't even know how to protect myself. I was having all kind of things going on in my house and my life and everything, because I didn't have a clue about protection. All I knew was that, oh, this is working. Okay, let me keep doing this. This is good. This is good. This is good. Boom. Then things start cracking off. I said, oh, wait a minute. But Ken ain't never been no punk, though. I ain't never been no punk in real life. So I'm like, what's going on? Okay, let me take a little break. I got that guidance. And I needed to take a break because I needed to know what was going on for real. Yeah, I was down bad for a long time. Long time. And a lot of people don't come back from that. They don't come back from that because there's a certain, what they call psychosis, okay? Look, cuckoo, they come with this, okay? Because you got to think about it. You're always hearing these voices all the time. You're getting this guidance all the time. You got these synchronicities coming at you all the time. You got all of this coming at you all the time. And then there comes a point on the path where you will start to go through all these different things, and entities will be allowed in your space. They will. Because how else will you remove the fear unless you have to face it? How else will you know that you don't need to worry unless you're in a situation to where you done worried and you shook up. And you have to follow that guidance to get yourself out of it. That's how we learn. I'm talking about spiritualists, okay? We have to go through that. And if you don't have to go through that, you feel like you don't have to go through that, it's just because you're pacifying the spirits that are with you. And you think they're protecting you, but really it's just you're not growing. So if you're not growing, you're not a threat. When you start growing, then you become a threat. It's no different from people in your life. When you start growing up, we're talking about you separate from people in your life because you're growing and they're not. Sometimes they may talk about you. Sometimes they may cause interference in your life. Sometimes they might do certain things because you're growing and they are not. It's the same thing in the spiritual realm. They your homies when you on the same level as them and y'all shooting them shots together and you putting that them shots of liquor on the altar and you doing all that. Yeah, you blowing smoke. Yeah, but when you decide, you know what, I ain't smoking no more. I don't drink no more. I'm not putting fruit out all the time. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to no river. I'm tired. You get exhausted because you did it for years and you start feeling tired. Start feeling like I don't feel like getting up and putting coffee and all that on the altar every day because you're growing. If you still feel like, no, I feel like I have to do this. This is what I have to do. These are my guides and I love them. I'm dedicated to this path. That's where you at. I've been there. Very comfortable place to be. Baby, this room used to feel so warm. I used to have this altar over here. It used to feel so warm. I had candles burning. I had all of it. I've had it all, okay? And I got a lot of support from my guys at that point in life. It's just like the people that you grew up with. You had some good times. I had some good times with my guys at that point. But as you evolve, your guides evolve. You get more evolved guides. You get more elevated mentors in the spiritual realm. And they're not looking for you to give them any offerings. They don't need that. They don't need you to do that. What they need you to do is get in alignment so you can join them in raising the vibration of this planet. Because if you don't get in alignment, then that means that you are lowering the vibration of the planet because you're not growing. It's real. You said I love it, not spooky to me, because y'all my people. That's why. Some people say they don't like it, but that's okay, you know. I'm only speaking from experience. You said I feel like that already. I was like, my ancestors can't stand me. Why? You thought your ancestors can't stand you? Because you was feeling tired? Yeah, because you ready to level up. See, nobody talk about this type of stuff. You can't read this in the book. You're not getting this from nobody. You got to get it from the elders. But the elders don't be eldering. I'm just telling you the truth. They still at that level. So how they going to teach you about how to evolve spiritually when they haven't? I'm just keeping it real with you. If they still got to go to somebody else and get a reading or get help or give this or that in order for them to get support, they can't help you. They can't. That's what it is. You say, yes, new levels, new devils is what I say. Yeah. But you also get new guides too. You get new support. They're there with you. They just can't intervene because you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn how to do certain things if they're coming in to save you. So that's why I said burning candles and doing all that work. That only works at a certain level because when you evolve, that's not working for you no more. You're not doing a road opener candle to open your roads. You're doing the work, you're healing yourself, and your vibration is changing. That's what opens your roads, not the candle. You don't have to do any attraction for money or for nothing because you know if you don't have the money, you're not supposed to have the money. You're supposed to be in a phase of development. And when you get out of the phase of development, then you'll receive it and you did not have to work hard for it physically going out to get it. It came to you because you're in alignment with it. It's timing. It's patience. But when we're in our ego, that we feel like I don't want to wait, I don't have to wait, I can get whatever I want my way. That works for a long time. until it don't work no more. It's just real. It's just what it is. You said yes, exactly. Yeah. You said yes, tired of giving offerings and feeling guilty when I don't. Yeah, cousin. I know. So y'all mean to tell me we need to start talking about a little spooky spiritual stuff sometime? Okay. Okay. You know, I don't be wanting to say too much. I don't want to be saying too much because I know how people feel about spiritual women and stuff. But, you know, I'm on this path. I told you, this is my life. I'm not just up here just playing around with this. This is my life. This is what I do. So I've been there and I know how you feel. And see, people who have never been there, they can't tell you what to do. When you start feeling like you don't want to give offerings anymore, you get tired. But there's a time when you love it. You love it. You love waking up in the morning and making coffee and tea and putting fresh water on there and getting your fruit from the market. You love it. But then there comes a point where you're like, I'm tired. I don't really feel like it. That means it's time for you to grow. And they understand. They know. You think they don't know? They know. They know you're tired. They know that you're moving to that next level. So this is what I say. Pray. Go to your altar and you pray. Same way you go to your altar and you pray any other time. And you talk to them just like you have always done. It's no different. And if they love you, then they'll understand. It's just like your family members. When you have to cut them, right? You're not doing as much for them anymore. If they love you, they'll understand. They won't start making you feel bad and talking about you behind your back and trying to tear the club up because you leaving. You know what I'm saying? But they'll understand. And they do. They do. But there's a respectful way to get rid of, or not, I'm not going to say get rid of it, but there's a respectful way to close down your altar. There's a respectful way to release those guides back into the spiritual realm, because remember, you called them in. So there's a way that you have to release them, you know. And y'all join us in spiritual alignment class. Those of you that I'm talking to right now, if y'all got altars and stuff like that, y'all feel like y'all ready to go to the next level, join us in spiritual alignment class, because there are levels, okay? When you get to the Spiritual Advancement Masters program, I have videos. Literally, when I was gone, I did over 50 plus videos explaining everything that I'm talking to you about right now. How to call in your guides, but also how to release your guides. All of it. How to remove your altar. All of it. Okay, I can't tell you all this on the thing, okay? But I can personally help you. Even if you want to do a personal, get a reading, okay? Because I can't say something here openly to everybody, because everybody is at a different level and different phases. So I don't want to tell somebody to do something and then that causes an issue, because it can, okay? You have to make sure that when you're dealing with spirits, remember, you can't see them, but they can sense you. And that's what you have to remember. So you have to have respect, just like with anything else. There's a respect that we have to have for the unseen realm. If you come with that ego, or if you just throw your statues down and break them and take them to the trash and throw them in the backyard, you can do that. But remember, I told you, they're going to come through the bloodline and find somebody. So you did not close off that relationship right. You didn't. I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying in general. So then they come through the bloodline and start causing havoc because of what happened before you was even born, or before your grandchildren was even born, or your children were even born. You see what I'm saying? So there's a way to dismantle your altar, remove those energies, and move forward. There's a way that you do it. I can help you with that. 100%. Hey cousin, for sure. But I would not suggest you just take all your stuff and just go throw it in the trash can, because you're done. Just like the lady that they were talking about who read the tarot cards and she going back to church, she can go back to church. The portals are already open. Ma'am, somebody tell her, you cannot just go back to the church or the mosque or the synagogue or the temple after you have opened up these spiritual portals. You cannot do that, because it doesn't work like that. So she can say, okay, I'm done. I put the tarot cards down. I'm going over here. Okay. Just because you done don't mean that they done, okay? It don't work like that. And I could look at that woman. What's her name? Alex Reese Terrell? I think that's her name. I could look at her. And if I really wanted to say some things, I could. But people be into different things, okay? People be into different things. That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, you can be done, but they're not. So then what do? You have to learn how to remove the energy. Same way you call them in, you got to learn how to remove them. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But the good news is once you learn how to remove negative entities and energies, then you'll always know how to do it. So then when people come to you, like people come to me to remove these negative forces, to help them to cleanse so they can move forward, just like Christ removed those negative entities, I can do it too. But how would I have known how to do that if I didn't have to? You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's not bad. It's not bad. If it's for you, it's for you. So if you have to go through, then you're going to have to go through. I'm just going to keep it real with you and tell you it's not easy. It's easy to call them in. It's not easy to release them. It doesn't always have to be a big dramatic scene and all that. It doesn't have to always be that. It just depends on how you do it. It depends on your intention. Why did you even have those energies in the first place? Because a lot of times people just have those energies because they want to have like a genie in the bottle. Oh, give me this. Give me that. Tell me this. Tell me that. Give me this. Give me that. And then when you're done, I'm done with you, throw you off to the side. No. No. You said we're here for it. Okay, my cousins up in here. You said yes, I'm a day of the dead baby. 11-2. I'm not afraid. Okay. Yeah, that energy. I already know. Y'all my cousins. I already know. Y'all, you got to be into spiritual practice if you're listening to me. Some type of spiritual practice, You say yes. Yes, please. You said exactly. You said yes. Okay, I heard that. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. We're growing and we're learning. And just like I said, many of you probably have ancestors like I did or do that have already had connections to these entities long before I was even into any of this. I grew up Christian, and most of the time our religion is given to us. So my mom was Christian, I was Christian, Baptist Christian, and that's what I was, But I knew that wasn't the way because I was going to church all the time. I was reading my Bible all the time, and I still was suffering inside. I did not feel happy. I felt like I was stuck. There was a lot of different things that was going on within me that the church wasn't giving me the answers to. The Bible was not giving me the answers to. I mean, you can read the book and pattern your life after everything that the book says, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be free. That doesn't mean that mentally and emotionally you're healing and you're going to be free. No. That just means you're going to be a good little person and you just going to try to skate through life. But it doesn't mean you're going to arrive to your life purpose, because you can't get to your purpose unless you go through the healing. That's a part of it. The growth and all that, that's a part of it. And I mean, going to church year after year after year never, ever, not even for 1 second aligned me with my purpose. Not even for a second. It wasn't until I stopped going to church and I started going within and started listening to the guidance I was receiving. That's why it says the Spirit is with you everywhere you go. It's inside of you. The Spirit is guiding you from within. It's not out there. Remember, church and all that, that's a business. There are people who constructed these organizations to be a certain way, and the people that are in the organization need to be a certain way because that's how the people who created the structure sees it. That's a level. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like when it comes to spirituality and spiritual growth, that's elementary because you're going based off of what someone else is saying is good for you. When you align with your creator, there's nobody better to train you, teach you, initiate you, or anything better than your creator. Who better to teach you about who you are than the one that created you? But you got to draw near the spirit. Like it says, you draw near the spirit and the spirit draws near to you. Thank you, cousin. You have to do that work so that you can draw near the spirit, because there's a separation. And when we decide to stop doing the things we know we need to stop doing, start doing the things that we know we need to start doing, then spirit is saying, oh, okay, you ready. Oh, okay, look at my baby growing up. Then we evolve. That's how we do it. Hey, cousin. Say hello, everyone. Hey, cousin. That's how we do it. Okay? So, that's the message. Rest. Okay? Trust in the spirit. Ooh, look what came out. This is the wheel. This card right here is the Cycle of Life deck. The wheel, this card I created. You see the 3 different generations, and we were just talking about generations here. You see the children, you see the mother, you see the grandmother. This is the wheel. Then you see the ancestors on the pictures in the background, and you see the cycles on the wall. This card has so much meaning to it, but this is the cycle. Okay, we're going through these cycles. We're here going through these cycles. Don't forget that, because life can be overwhelming when you don't know what you're doing here. You're just here going through the motions every day, up and down, heartbreak, disappointment, sadness, broke, rich. Okay, all this emotion. But there's a reason why you're going through all these ups and downs. These are the cycles of life. Okay? And we're learning and we're growing through these cycles. Hey, cousin. So just remember that. You have support here. You got the Mule of Coins here. You definitely have support here. Angelic support, yes. Okay, at different levels for every level that you're at. So when we're talking about altars and doing all that, that's the level that you're at. You connect with your guides on that level. But when you evolve, then your guides evolve. And you keep going up and they keep going up. And you keep going up and they keep going up. And that's it, okay? Then you get to the point to where you're in harmony. You're in this peaceful oneness with our Creator. There's a level when you get there. And you understand your role, your guides, everybody. You understand everything. Spirit will make everything so clear for you. But it takes time. And these cycles are necessary. It's necessary for our growth. It is. But we have to be willing to release. That's the hardest part, because you can get stuck in a cycle. There are a lot of people that are stuck in a cycle. Like I was telling you, people who just don't want to change, people who just don't want to let things go, people who just want to stay stuck in religion, people who just want to stay stuck in the family. They want to stay on the job. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. They don't want to let go of certain things. They are in the cycle. And respect the cycle. Whatever cycle you're in right now, respect that. Because there's a reason why you're in it. You don't have to rush out of it. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, it's right. There is no wrong. It's all necessary for your growth. It's right. Okay? So, we got 18,000 likes. Thank y'all. Thank you for tapping the screen and sharing the live and stuff. So, we got the hero here, which we all know that the hero starts off the journey. Okay? And these are my cards. Okay? Don't get it twisted. This is my energy, my cards connected to my higher self, which is in alignment with our Creator. Okay? But this is the hero here. See how happy she is? And men, this goes for you too. So this is a brand new cycle. And moving forward without the emotion. Every time I see the 8 of Cups, this is the 8 of Bowls in this deck. But see how this person is moving forward? See, the bowls represent the water energy. Water represents emotion. See the emotion, the bowls connected to the moon, water energy. Baby, I took my time with this deck, okay? Now, I did have some help from my friend, CG. Y'all know CG. But that's what I said. This is what I want to do. See, the bowls represent the emotion. But see, this person is moving forward, but the emotion is here. It's like making decisions and moving forward that are not, but making decisions and moving forward and making these decisions not based off of emotion only, being logical, being spiritual, which means you prioritize your spiritual growth and connection above everything else. Everything becomes easy when you do that. It's hard when we don't. But when we start aligning spiritually, everything becomes so clear, so easy. Thank you, cuz he said beautiful cards. Thank you. So look, we got the victory and success. This is the 6 of sticks, which would be the 6 of wands. It's also public recognition. Yeah, let me get off of here, cousin, because you know this light's going to start cooking me, and I'm going to start sputtering. But this is public recognition. So whatever it is that you're being guided to do, or whatever it is that you're here to do, you're going to be greatly, greatly known for it. You're going to be a master at it. But you had to go through these different cycles of learning, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. So therefore, once you get to this level, can't nobody tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing because you have the experience. You've been through it. You know what you're doing. So if you're at the cycle of learning right now, okay, go through it. I always say be quiet and stay in class. When I was going through all those hard cycles that I was going through, I was not showing up online for nobody. I was taking care of myself and doing the work on myself. That's what I was doing. So if that's what you got to do, then do that. That's the most important thing you're going to do. I just seen the Christ consciousness card here. So look, we got this mentor card that came out here again. Yeah, you definitely have some spiritual support, which we all do. But see how she's writing something. She's doing something. That's a guide. So you have a guide here. I feel like they're leading you to some type of partnership too. You're getting some guidance that's preparing you. Yes, for sure, a partnership. Because look at this. There's some guidance that's leading you towards a partnership. And look, with this resilience card right here. I ain't gonna show y'all this man on this card because he fine. Dang, he fine. Look, dang, he fine. Remember what she said on what's that movie? Was it Boys in the Hood when they was at that barbecue? And she was like, who is that? Like, who is that? And she was like, oh, that's Trey. She was like, well, do we got a girlfriend? Do we got a girlfriend? And then she turned around and was like, yes. Baby, look, but this is destiny now. This is destiny. All right. This is destiny. Whatever this is, I don't know. But it's fated. It's definitely a fated situation going on right here. For sure. For those of you that's at this level. Yeah, and you got the moon and the stars on this card right here. Y'all laughing. She did say that. She was like, well, do we got a girlfriend? And she turned around and was like, yes. She said, oh, she thinks somebody trying to scope on her man. Well, you might want to watch him because I might just steal. Well, you might want to watch him because I might just steal. Ghetto, honey. Ghetto, baby. That's at that barbecue. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You said cousin back doing readings. Yes, I do readings. I decided to start doing readings because I was always doing them for our private community, and our cousins in our private community was like, Ken, yes, this helps. Because I was asking them. I asked them, I said, so do you all feel like the readings help you all, you know? They was like, yes, Ken, it helps. Like, they were so happy. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm going to start doing readings again. I am. I stopped doing readings because it started to feel like a lot of people became codependent on readings and codependent on me and stuff like that. And I feel like there was no growth. That's how I was feeling. Like, there's no point. I'm just doing readings and doing readings and doing readings and no growth. But I'm trusting and I'm believing that spirit is responsible for the growth, like I'm telling you all. It's not for me to say who's growing, who's not, and this type of thing. I just need to do my part and show up. And the cards are just used for confirmation. That's why I always start off the readings now. I channel the message. I get the message first because I don't need these cards. There was a time when I felt like I did, but I don't. Okay. And I have my own cards. I create my own. All right. So yes, I started doing them again. And I actually love reading. I actually do. And I know it helps. I do. But I want to do readings for people that actually want to take the information and say, okay, this is helping me and I'm going to move forward with it. Not just to be doing readings and then people like, hey, help me, help me. It's like, you ain't even do the last thing I was talking about. Thank you, cousin. You said I grew and learned so much from you back in 2020. Thank you, cousin. See, that makes me happy. That's why I have so much now. Like, Spirit has given me so much to give you all with the classes and, all the groups and all. Listen, there's just so much more. This can be a part of it. I don't mind doing the readings, but I want you all also to join the classes and get involved in your healing. It's important. It's very important. And I want to see progress. I want y'all to send me pictures, and that's what I want to see. I want to see the growth. I do. And I know it takes time. I know. But I'm not happy with the just reading and then that's it. I'm past that. I am so past that. So I'm reading because my cousins have said it helps. So I know it helps. So I'm here. Whatever way I can help you all, I will do that. And I'm not going to get in my ego because we all have to check our ego sometimes. So I have to check mine too. And I know that it is very helpful. It's very helpful. Okay. Hold on, cousin. Let me see what you said. You said, me too. She helped so many on this journey. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. That's why I know what that lady is going through, and so many other YouTubers that have decided not to read no more. I know what they're going through. A lot of times it's like you feel like you don't want to read no more. It's just something happens. You don't control it. There's nothing we can do to control it. It's really spirit. It's just like something clicks off and you're turned off by it. And a lot of times we feel like it's because we're doing something wrong. It's not the cards and the readings that's the issue. It's our growth. Are we willing to do the work? That's the issue. And if not, get out the way. Said, I'm learning from you already and I'm new. Hey, cousin. Well, I'm glad I can help. And I do want to start sharing more things that I know about spirituality because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions and I got a lot of answers. But, everything ain't from everybody. It's not for everybody. But if you ask me questions, I will answer them. If I can answer them publicly, I will. And if it's more personal, I'll just, direct you to get a personal session. Book a session while I'm doing them. You can still book a one-on-one. So that's also available. So I remember when I signed up for your text messages. I missed those. Oh, my text messages. Yeah, that was right before I shut down that website. That was connected to the website. But don't worry. It's coming back. It's coming back. Download the guide. If you download the free guide, the Enter Your Selfish Era guide, that will answer all of your questions. If you have any questions, download that guide. Start right there, okay? So after you download the guide, read through the guide. It doesn't take very long. It's probably like 5 to 7 minutes to read the guide to answer your questions about your relationships, your personal development, and your career and finance. Because most of the time when I do readings or messages for anybody, it's going to be in one of those 3 categories. Somebody's going to have a question about that. So start with the guide, okay? That's free. After you do that, then join Spiritual Alignment class. After you finish the 4-week program, then you'll move forward to discover your life purpose. Then we'll go through helping you to discover what's your next steps, okay? So you have support. Not just spiritual guidance, you have support, like real support in real life. Then after that, then we get to the Spiritual Advancement Masters Program and the videos and all of that. That's a lot, okay? That's further down the line. But just start there. Start with the guide and then go to Spiritual Alignment class. When you join Spiritual Alignment class, you're going to have access to our private group. I'm in the group. So you can always text and talk to me and talk to the ladies in the group and all of that. Yes, you have support. Okay, so let's see. You said the discussions. Let me go back up. You said, okay. You said the discussions like this help also. Okay. Okay. I could talk more. For a little bit. Okay? Because I start to cook on these lights right here. These lights start cooking me, baby. And then I gotta go. Like right now. I think I've been on for 2 hours. That's why I normally like to stay like around 1 hour. Because after that, these lights start messing with me. So let's see. It says, totally understandable. Some people don't want to do the work. Yeah. And I guess I was just thinking that everybody was kind of like that because I kept getting the same messages like, Kim, when you coming back? Kim, when you coming back? And I felt like people just wanted to use me. Don't try to just use me. I'm like, Kim, when you coming back? When you coming back? Like, I'm not. And I was just like, no, I'm done. I don't need the cars. You know, I started feeling like that because I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. But, you know, I'm learning and growing too. I am. You said perfect because once you do the work and are enlightened, it's like, what's next? Exactly. It's like, what's next? And there's always a next. But see, we're not taught that. We don't know that. We feel like if we do one thing, this is just where we should be. That's just one dimensional. This is what we should do. This is who we are. And this is just the way it's supposed to be. But you have to be flexible in this life because your perspective can change overnight. Literally, on the spiritual path, you can believe one thing and then you can change and then get new downloads, some new information. Now you don't even believe that no more. It's something totally different. That's just how it is. And it doesn't mean that you're disloyal or you're not honest or you're not truthful and this and that. You just don't have the awareness. When we get the awareness, then we know and then we make adjustments. So that's what we're here to do. We're living, learning, growing, making observations because we have the body, the soul in the body. Now we can make observations and we can make adjustments. That's our power. That's our power. Thank you, cousin. He said, we love you, cousin, genuinely. Thank you. I know y'all genuinely love me, but some people don't. Some people don't. Because when I came back, I've been back for probably 90 days or something now. Do you know I had almost 1,000 people to unsubscribe and unfollow me on Instagram and on YouTube when I came back? Like, people literally got upset with me for taking time off to take care of myself. Turned me off, man. It turned me off. And I'm the type, once I'm turned off, it's over. I said, I'm not reading no cards. I'm not doing none of that. Since I want to act like that. I got like that. But, you know, now I'm starting to realize it's not everybody, but it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people that just wanted me to show up for them, but were not concerned with me as a person. And since I'm doing this healing work on myself, I'm not just talking about the things that I'm cutting. I'm actually cutting for real. And that's the reason why I let the channel go. I let the channel go and I was not going to go back on that channel. I wasn't. I was done with it. I came over here to TikTok and I was talking to 11 people like I'm talking to 11 people right now. And I don't care. I don't need no 100,000 subscribers and millions of views and all that. I don't need that. I need real loyal people that are ready to move forward and heal and grow so that we can enjoy life together. That's what I want. So if it's 10 people on here or 100, I don't care. If I make $100,000, if I make $0, it doesn't matter because it's not about that for me. It's more about the impact and the connection. I want to connect to people. That is my goal. And it's a part of my healing too. Because I told y'all I'm not, I'm really not that type. So me connecting with you all is healing for me too. So, it's just time. You said separation comes with the journey. That's real. You said understandable. Yeah. Thank you. Thank y'all for understanding. Because, not a lot of people do. Like that lady that decided that she was going to stop reading tarot. Boy, them people turned on her. Man, they turned on her so bad. They've been making videos about her every day. You are disgusting. You mean you gonna tell me you going back to the church after you have helped millions of people and now you're gonna go back to religion? How could you do that? I'm like, man, forget them. Forget them. And I know she probably just hurt too, because she seemed like she probably the type that would cry. She probably just crying. Ooh, I thought they really loved me. You'll be surprised. People do. When you have spiritual gifts, people love you, but they love you more because of what you do. They love you more because of what you do and how you can help them. And if you're not helping them and you're not doing that, then they don't love you no more. That's just a part of the way it goes, okay? That's how it goes. You got to be careful with your friends, family, a man, definitely, because you never know what people's motives are. Sometimes people just want to be your friend because they want to just sit and dump their trauma and drama on you all day long and say, oh, can you help me? Can you help me, girl? I got this going on. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And they really don't care about you as a person. They just want you to get in them cars or, help them through their situation or heal them in some type of way. They don't really care about you as a person. And I started feeling like that. I definitely start feeling like that. Because people, they expect so much from spiritualists to show up all the time. But a lot of times people ain't showing up for us like that. People will come and watch you and not even like the video. And even if they don't like the video, they won't even give nothing. But they will look for you. They won't even subscribe. Some people will watch you in the closet. They don't even want nobody to know they watch you. They watch you. They gonna watch you and be quiet. They gonna be watching, okay? But I ain't gonna subscribe. I'm not gonna do nothing to help this woman. No. But then I have my real ones that rock with me, for sure. For sure. Y'all definitely rock with me and help me to get to where I am today, for sure. But if you have 100,000, to have 12 million views before I deleted all those videos, that channel had over 12 million views. You got all those views, 100,000 subscribers, and even less people like and comment and share. That's just kind of how it goes. But especially when it comes to spirituality and spiritual women, everybody wants to stay away from you. They don't want to stand next to you because they feel like, oh, shoot, they don't want to. They gonna schedule a reading and they gonna put a anonymous name. Can't tell nobody I'm around this crazy quack. That's how they really feel about you, in real life. You said I would comment, like, and subscribe, all that. Cousin, I know my real cousin was in them comments because we had them. We had the comments. I've had so many comments I couldn't even respond to them all. I know. I had some real ones rolling with me, for sure. You said I'm rocking, cousin. I know I got some real ones. You said I don't understand why they watch and don't like. It's so easy. Like, if I'm watching a video, I'm going to like it. If I don't want to come through my algorithm, I can understand, because sometimes people be like, I don't want to watch spiritual stuff because then I'm going to have a bunch of spiritual people coming through and I don't want that. Okay, I understand that. But in some way, we all can give. In some way. You find a way to give. No way. I mean, it's no different from when you go to the church or wherever you go to get your spiritual teaching. If they're helping you, then give back and help them. But the way it's set up, we can't ask for help. We cannot ask for donations. When you have a spiritual gift, people have to give you a tip or give you money or come to you. You cannot go out there and advertise your gifts spiritually. That's a violation. You can lose all of your spiritual gifts if you do that. And when people do that, they're not, I'm going to say they're at a different level. When you have a gift, that's for the world. What I give is for the world. So spiritual guidance is for the world. That's not for me to monetize and say, okay, I'm charging you for this. Now, if I do a one-on-one, now you're asking me to go above and beyond, because I have free content for days, okay? Weeks, months, years long, okay? I have free things for you. But if you say, oh, I want you to come here and read me. I want you to read me for a year. I want you, yeah, hey, cousin. Now you want to get specific, so that's different. Products and things that we create, yes, you can monetize those things because you made those things. That's different. But a lot of the things we do, especially just showing up here online, I've been on here for 2 hours straight. TikTok don't pay. YouTube don't pay. YouTube used to pay me when I was at that level, when I was on every day. But I don't want to be on every day. And I don't feel like I'm at that level to want to just sit and read all day. I'm past that. I don't want to do that. I don't. That's not my thing. I want to read and I want to enjoy reading, but I don't want it to feel like it's a job. When it starts feeling like it's a job, then even the things you're gifted to do, you don't want to do it no more, because you're just like, no, it feels like work. And I don't want to do that. So you say, hello, gratitude. Thank you. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for everything. You said, oh, well, it's so many on social media. Yeah, it's true. You said, yes, it's crazy. You said, I have not seen you in a long time. You look amazing. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Your cousin getting tired now. I've been on here for like 2 hours. Thank you. Thank y'all. You said, I don't understand. Why? Okay, I think I read that. Yeah. It's okay, though. It's live. You said, we overstand. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Okay. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I feel like I just been blah, talking. But I hope you all have received what you needed. I'm pretty sure you have. But a lot of times when I channel and when I'm on, especially this long, I can't really remember what I was saying. It just like comes out like that. Thank you. Say hello, sis. What's the process of healing? Oh, there is a process for healing. Join us in spiritual alignment class. First, start with the guide. Download the free guide to answer your questions, okay? Download the free guide, and then after you have read the guide, join us in spiritual alignment class. I'll tell you everything you need to know. It's a lot, and it takes time, so don't rush. That's the only thing I can tell you. Throw your clock out the window, throw your calendar out the window, and throw your control out the window so you can move forward. You said you just got on. Okay. Oh, cousin. I'm sorry. I'll be back. Normally, I come on once a week. Normally, but not always. But I'll be back. But if you're in spiritual alignment class, those of you in spiritual alignment class, y'all know I'm always on there. I'm always in the group chat. You can always ask your questions and everything. I'm always there. So I remember when your locks first started. Ooh, cousin. And little baby locks up here. No hang time. And I was just as happy with my braces. But I'm telling you, Spirit will get you together. Spirit will get you all the way together. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. Thank you, said Ken. Thank you. I love y'all. Ooh. Because my bracelet is stuck to my shirt. Okay. I love y'all. Look, I'm so tired. I'm like, I just been talking. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to go eat because I normally don't like to eat before I channel and do messages. So I need to go eat. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all take care of yourself. Be very selfish with your energy, especially this month. Be very selfish and be unapologetic about it. If you didn't hear nothing else I said, hear that, okay? Be selfish. You need to be very selfish so you can take inventory of your life. What needs to stay? What needs to go? What's working? What's not working? It's time, okay? If you want to watch the live replay, it's going to be over on YouTube at I Am Marie Moses. And for those of you watching the live replay here on YouTube, make sure you come over to TikTok. There's 2 TikToks, so just type in Lighthouse Women's Wellness or you can type in I am Marie Moses, or you can type in living holistically with Ken, or you can type in whatever pertains to your cousin Ken, and you gonna see me. Okay, cousin, I love y'all so much. Take care of yourself. Thank you. You said peace, peace, cousin. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all soon. Bye. Okay, ladies, so I know y'all hear me talk a lot about spiritual alignment class, but let me tell you why you need to be in spiritual alignment class, okay? Spiritual alignment class is for ladies that are ready to stop working hard, okay? If you are done working hard, you are ready to live a stress-free life, then I am here to assist you, okay? For the next 4 weeks, you are going to commit to yourself, not to the class, not to me, not to nobody else. You're going to commit to yourself, and you're going to learn how to nurture yourself. Many of us, we take care of everybody else, but we do not properly know how to nurture ourselves. So in spiritual alignment class, you will get the opportunity to take a break from life, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, everything that I have done over the past 3 years to lose weight and, be this free person that I am now. I'm going to help you to do the same thing. You do not have to work hard to take care of yourself. Your creator, our creator, will take care of you if you get out of the way. And a lot of us need support in learning how to do that. So I'm here to assist you on your journey. You do not have to take care of yourself anymore. You don't need a rich man and you don't need a bunch of money. All you need to do is say, I'm done. All right. I'm done working hard. I'm done trying to figure it out. And you allow spirit to come in and guide you. And then you will be, basking in the sun at 10 o'clock in the morning with nothing to do, like me. All right, cousin, I love you, and I'll see you in our private community. Bye.